Hello, today I am going to discuss about the topic Tanabe-Sugano diagram. Tanabe-Sugano diagram is useful for both high and low spin complexes, whereas Orgel diagram is useful for only high spin complexes. In Tanabe-Sugano diagram, terms of different multiplicity are also included, whereas in Orgel diagram we use only terms of same multiplicity. In Tanabe-Sugano diagram, ground state term is taken as reference. For example, this is the Orgel diagram of D1 configuration. Here 2D is the term symbol of D2 configuration, ground state term of D1 configuration. This is split up into 2, and this is the Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D1. Here we can see that ground state term, that is 2D2 is split up into 2T2G. This is taken as reference. That is 2D is the ground term which is taken as the reference and which is split up into 2T2G and EG. And y-axis here energy upon B, and x-axis delta 0 upon B. One Tanabe-Sugano diagram can be drawn for different electronic system. For example, vanadium hexahydrate and titanium hexahydrate, both are D2 configuration. Here the isoelectronic system are there, so one TS diagram can be drawn, but its Rache parameter will be different. Electronic transition takes place between terms of same multiplicity. We already studied in the selection rule, that is the same multiplicity only will undergo electronic transition. Next is non-crossing rule. The terms of same type cannot cross each other due to repulsion. That is, the terms will undergo repulsion and that lines have a little bit of bend shape. That is the non-crossing rule. For D2 system, the Tanabe-Sugano diagram can be drawn like this. For example, D2 system, the 3F, 1D, 3P, 1G and 1S are the probable term symbols, and in x-axis delta O by B and in y-axis E by B. This is the diagram, outline diagram of D2. This is a free metal ions can be written in the y-axis, and the lowest term is the ground term. This is the x-axis, here delta O by B, and this is the y-axis, this is energy by B. Before we should know about the Tanabe-Sugano diagram, we should know about the ground state terms of all the configurations. That is, for D1 and D9 configuration, D2 is the ground term, and for D2 and D8 configuration, 3F is the ground term, D3 and D7, 4F is the ground term, D4 and D6, 5D is the ground term. For D5, 6S is the ground term, and D10, 1S is the ground term. These are the possible terms of D5 configuration. For D4 and D6 configuration, these are the possible terms. How can we calculate the ground state terms for Tanabe-Sugano diagram? This can be identified using Hund's rule. The first is the term with high spin multiplicity. The term with high spin multiplicity has lowest energy. For example, in the D2 case, a high spin multiplicity, that is 3f and 3p, can taken as the lowest energy term. Then the second point is, for the terms with same multiplicity, the one with highest L value is lowest in energy. Here we can see that 3f and 3p are taken which has same multiplicity. Then we should note that which one has the highest L value. We know that f has the highest L value which has lowest in energy. So the ground term will be 3f, which is the lowest term. After that 3p. In this case, D3, we can see that 4f is the ground term. After that 4p. After that 4p is the lowest energy. The next is the TS diagram of simplified TS diagram of D2 system. Here 3f is the lowest term. This is taken as the reference, and in x-axis delta O by B and in y-axis E by B. The other terms are 3f, 1d, 3p, 1g and 1s. This is the diagram of D2 high spin octahedral complex. D2 high spin complex. This diagram can also be used for D7 high spin complex and D3 and D8 tetrahedral complexes. And here we can see that this 3f term, that is the free metal ion, can be split up into 3. We already know that is 3T1G, 3T2G and 3A2G. Then next 3p. 3p will not split it, but its energy increases and its term is 3T1G. And this difference, that is the difference in energy between the free metal ion, lowest free metal ion F term and excited P term. Excited P term of same multiplicity will have the value of 15B. Then next is D2 configuration of high spin complexes with example. Here the lowest term is 3f. We already noticed 3f, 3p, 1d, 1g and 1s terms are written. These are split up into 3. The term of 3p is this. And in the low field strength, for example in cobalt hexahydrate, it has low field strength. Here we can see that 3 types of transition occurs from 3T1G to 3T2G. First lowest transition, then second one is 3T1G to 3A2G, then third transition is 3T1G to 3T1GP. As the field strength increases, for example in the case of vanadium hexahydrate, we can see that the energy difference difference between the splitting terms increases, and this lowest transition for vanadium hexahydride is from 3T1G to 3T2G. First lowest transition, then second one is 3T1G to 3T1GP, then third transition is from 3T1G to 3A2G. In both cases, the first transition is same, but the second and third transition will be different. As the field strength increases from left to right, the transition become different. And the energy of first transition is 17,250 centimeter inverse, and the second transition is 25,000, and the third transition is 35,700. If we are given these values, we can calculate delta O and Rache parameter of complexes. For example, in the case of vanadium hexahydride, we can calculate delta O and Rache parameter of vanadium hexahydride. Let's see how we can calculate. If E2 upon B divided by E1 upon B is equal to 25,000 divided by 17,250 is equal to 1.45 is the ratio. That is E2 by E1 is equal to 1.45. If we consider this line, that is E1, energy is exaggerated to this side, we get a value of 26. That is E1 by B is equal to 26. So E1 is 17,250 by B is equal to 26. Then B is equal to 663 centimeter inverse. Then for vanadium hexahydride, delta O by B is 28 as already given. So delta O is equal to 28 into B. 663 is equal to 18,564 centimeter inverse. Thus, we can calculate delta O and Rache parameter of complexes. Here also we can calculate delta O and Rache parameter if the energy transition of this transition are given. We can calculate the delta O and Rache parameter. This is the diagram for D2 octahedral complex and D7 high spin complex. Then D3 and D8 tetrahedral complexes. Then next is the Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D3 complex. D3 complex has the lowest spin multiplicity, lowest term is 4F, then 4P. This will be split up into 3, 4A2G, 4T2G and 4T1G. Then next is 4P. Here non-crossing rule occurs, so a little bit curve like structure. For example, in the case of COCl4 2- is a very weak field strength, and the nickel and chromium is somewhat high field strength as move from left to right, the field strength increases. Here also we can calculate delta O and Rache parameter for the complexes if we are given the value of energy value of the transition. First transition is from 4A2G to 4T2G. Second transition is from 4A2G to 4T1G. Third transition is from 4A2G to 4T1G P. And as the field strength increases, the energy value increases. These are the Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D3 octahedral complex and D8 octahedral complex, D7 and D2 tetrahedral complex. The next is the complex diagram of Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D7 complex. That is D7, we already noticed the high spin complexes. We get 4 of as the ground state term, 4 of 4p, 2g, 2f. And for low spin complexes, the complication will be there. We already noticed the high spin of D7 complex, and in high spin complex we know that for T1G is the lowest term. Then next is this 4 will split up into 3, 4T1G, 4T2G, then 4A2G. Then P should increase the energy, but it doesn't split up, and it is 4T1G P. And after the this value, after this delta O by B is 20, it is the field strength increases, a spin crossover occurs. This horizontal line shows the spin crossover from this, after this 20 delta O by B spin crossover occurs. So here we dotted line indicates the splitting of 2G value in the high spin complex of D7. We don't include 2G splitting because we know that the transition occurs from 4 up to 4p because the same multiplicity terms. Here G has multiplicity is 2, so we don't consider 2G. But in the low spin complex we consider the 2G term because at this value, that is the spin crossover occurs from after the 20. So this T4 T1G term, as the ligand field strength increases, this 4T1G term has somewhat increase in energy, and this 2Eg of G will be lower in energy, and this will become the ground state term. And in this low spin complexes, the electronic transition occurs from 2Eg to 2T1G of G and 2T2G and 2A1G because the spin multiplicity is 2 in these cases. So electronic transition occurs from this to the multiplicity with 2, and these values have no importance in low spin cases. This is the D7 high spin and low spin Tanabe-Sugano diagram. As we included this 2F and other term symbols, this structure will be, this diagram will be more complicated. So for this we use only low spin complexes, we use only 2G terms are included. This diagram is also occurred in D4, D5 and D7 configuration, because we already know that in D3 complex the electrons will enter in T2G level. Most electrons are occurred in T2G level, and if D4 configuration, one of the electron may enter EG or otherwise in T2G. So the low spin and high spin structures, low spin and high spin occurs in D4, D5, D6 and D7 configurations. So we can write as for octahedral complexes both high spin and low spin shows, but in tetrahedral complexes it's a weak field only, that is high spin complexes only. Tetrahedral complexes shows only high spin complexes. Octahedral complexes shows both high spin and low spin. So this diagram is occurred for octahedral complexes only, and this high spin and low spin occurs in 3D complexes only, not 4D and 5D, because in 4D and 5D low spin occurs, only low spin occurs. 4D and 5D complexes are only low spin complexes. So these are the low spin and high spin complexes of D7 configuration. Thank you.